Hey guys, we're down here on the Alabama Gulf Coast, and this is my 1970 bay window bus. Sat in front of a souvenir store for 6 or 7 years, and after they went out of business, the owner took him home with him and sat in his driveway for 2 years, and then I was able to purchase it and been working on restoring it ever since. Of course, everything was frozen up. It's been absorbing all the good Gulf moisture with all the salt in it. It's been having its effect, obviously. What I wanted to show you today, this is actually my very first YouTube video, and shortly after I got it, I was rolling this passenger window up, and it something broke loose, and the window ended up, dropping down to the bottom of the door. And so I figured it was the window regulator. And so when I went to online to try and find some YouTube videos or instruction videos, tutorials, how to fix it, I couldn't find any. So, or not much help. There's a lot of stuff about helping replace regulators on Beetles and Carnegies and Type 3s, but there's very little help for a 1970 bus. So for that reason, I decided to make this video, and hopefully can help somebody out who may find themselves in a similar situation. It's kind of after the fact. I've already taken all the stuff out, but it's easy enough to kind of go back and retrace my steps and show you exactly what I did. First of all the bolts are 10 millimeter, and so that's the only socket that you'll really need. You have to, of course, take the side panel off, take the crank handle off. You slide the plastic. There's a Phillips head screw on the back side of it, and work it off. After that, there are 2 bolts right here for the crank, 2 10 millimeter bolts, and then there's another bolt, 10 millimeter bolt in there that holds the vertical post for the quarter window in place. And there are these 2 bolts, top and 2 at the bottom, which hold the regulator in place to the door. There's also 2 bolts that attach to the regulator right here, that attach to a slide or a saddle that the window sits in, that goes up and down. And I found out that that's where my actual problem was. I'll show you right here. This is the old regulator, and you can see or not, but what happened was it actually rusted away from the saddle itself, and when it broke away, then the window just fell to the bottom. And so the regulator, as it turns out, is actually in good shape. Nothing wrong with it. I had ordered another one, and it was, in fact, all I really needed, because I could undo these 2 bolts right here, pull that rusted piece out, put a new slide in there, and go with it. So I've ordered a new slide or saddle that has a rubber gasket right here that comes with it. I've got to get this one out, put the new one in, attach it through 2 bolts through this bottom part of this, and it'll be good to go. The problem that I ran into in trying to get the regulator out was no matter what I did after I disconnected it all, I could not pull it out through the bottom. And what I came to find out is that this vertical post, or this 1/4 window, has to be removed. And so no matter what I tried pulling the regulator, I couldn't get it past this post right here. So the way it comes out, and you have the whole quarter window frame in, there is a screw that goes in right there. You undo that screw, and then you undo, like I said, the bolt that goes there, and that's all that's really holding the quarter window to it. And what I found out, and what other people were suggesting in some videos, was that you have to pull this post, get it out of the way down here so that the regulator can get past it and slide out. And so when I was in the process of trying to do that, I didn't realize that it was riveted. There's one rivet is it? There it is, right there. There's a rivet right there that attached to the frame of the quarter window. And then there's two more rivets right there that attached. And anyway, my whole quarter window was stuck in there pretty good, even though I had undone everything. And I was trying to pull on it. I actually popped the rivet at the top, going this way with it, and then it turned out I popped the bottom two also, but finally was able to get it out. The issue was this little bracket right here, trying to get it past that piece of metal right there, which is a brace basically for your mirror to screw into. If the Volkswagen people had bumped that maybe an inch or two forward, then this vertical post wouldn't be such an issue. You know, I'm not sure. But anyway, once I was able to, I went ahead and pull all the window scrapers out. They needed replacing anyway, and of course that helped the process. I pulled those all out. You know how it is if you're working on a Volkswagen, you go to fix one thing, you end up having to repair two more things. So, but anyway, once I was able to get it out, then the regulator came, just pulled it out through the bottom right here, got it out of the way, and then was able to pull the whole glass out through the bottom also. And so anyway, like I said, it's kind of after the fact, but like I said, there's 2, 4, 6 is really, plus this one makes 9 bolts, plus the little screw there, a little screw up in the quarter window that you have to take out. And I'm assuming that putting it back in to some degree will be just reversing the process. I will do a video with that, I guess, and see how that goes. But anyway, like I said, I hope that that this is helpful to somebody, and that you're able to successfully fix your window regulator. So anyway, appreciate it.